Hello, beautiful people. Thanks for stopping by my place where we hang out and have conversations about people in the entertainment industry. Now let's get ready for some Suga Talk. Welcome back to another poetic review of Love and Marriage Huntsville Reunion Part 1. Kimmie the Clown, I'm about to give your ass a virtual beatdown. Blind devotion. She sets the table, knife, fork, lies, plates of silence, hollowed eyes. She swallows doubt with every bite, chews on whispers late at night. Lipstick ghost on collared white, perfume lingers, wrong, not right. Excuses slick as oil deceit, yet still she kneels at love's defeat. She wears denial like a crown, painted smile, swallowed frown, clenched fist inside her silken glove. A queen who bows to tainted love. She hears the echoes, sees the signs, a bed that chills, a heart that pines. Yet still she lingers, holds her breath, dancing with the scent of death. For love she bleeds, red, raw, blind, fooling no one but her mind. A woman scorned, yet still she stays, drowning in the games he plays. Kimmie the Clown refuses to see the truth, clinging to denial like a shield against the humiliation that burns beneath her skin. Her husband's betrayal is a festering wound, but instead of facing it, she twists the blade into another woman's back. She spits venom, painting her as the temptress, the homewrecker, the reason for her misery. Because blaming him would mean admitting he was never truly hers. Her rage blinds her, warping reality, until the lie is easier to swallow than the truth. But in her desperate deflection, she only deepens the wounds, leaving destruction in her wake. Tearing down another woman while the real traitor stands untouched. Let's watch this clip as she fights his battles for him.
Okay, listen, you've always been seen as this very level-headed, valedictorian in law school, which is a huge accomplishment. People have always said you were the voice of reason, and you seem to make good choices. Can you explain to us how you were booked for a DUI?
A police officer suspected something, and he arrested me for it.
Okay. There has been accusations that you ran into a pole. Is that true?
That's accurate.
That is accurate.
That's accurate.
Okay. Was a breathalyzer administered?
I don't want to go into details, but public record would show that.
Are you representing yourself in this?
No, I have a lawyer.
Where do things stand right now with this case?
It's an ongoing legal issue. And what's really difficult about this whole situation is watching all of the individuals up here basically convict me before I was proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt, which is the standard. Ultimately, the law says you're innocent until proven guilty.
Or if you plead guilty.
Well, that's a different story. However, you're innocent until proven guilty. But watching each individual, right, you know, it's telling.
They do all this reading and all this information. How many people cared that, like, is he actually okay?
I did.
I did. I texted you.
Yeah.
Really, Kimmy? How many people cared if he was okay? Did your loser-ass husband think about other people being okay when he decided to drive under the influence? You in denial, delusional ass bitch. And right on cue, the deplorable misfits join in to back you. Let's continue.
I did.
I did. I texted you.
Yeah.
I called you.
That was the first question.
On the night of what happened, you were at Black, correct?
I was at Black earlier, yeah.
You were arrested in the morning.
Correct.
When you left Black, where did you go?
I went home.
To Kimmie.
I was on my way to home.
So on your way home to Kimmie, you got into the accident. Where were you in between the time of Black and your arrest?
Traveling.
You were traveling? By car?
By vehicle.
Okay. Were you alone?
I was the only person there.
Was Kimmie the last woman you were with before you got arrested?
Absolutely.
Okay. You and Kimmie, did y'all leave together or leave separately?
We left separately.
So, Kimmie, you went home.
Are you speculating that I went home?
I'm asking.
Oh.
Were you
It's a speculation.
Okay.
Because the whole line of questioning is a speculation.
I like it, Carlos. I like it.
I actually watched the show. I actually listened to what people say, and as a journalist, I'm able to take in information.
Okay.
So you said in a scene that I watched, you said you were at home and...
It doesn't mean when I left Black, I went home.
Okay, so perfect. Were you at Credit One after hours listening to Teddy Pendergrass or...
I haven't done after hours Credit One before.
Okay, so when you left Black, where did you go?
Kimmy, your horns are showing. You can literally see the smoke fuming within as you twist and turn in your seat trying to hold your composure. You backpedaling, moonwalking, and capping for this nigga, thinking you can play with semantics, talking about speculation. Child, the only person that's speculating is you, bozo. I was going to tear your ass up in this scene. Then I realized you ain't even worth the speech. Kimmy, you and your husband are a non-motherfucking factor. Let's get to the scene with you and Melody. And then I'm going to virtually whoop your ass after.
Welcome back. So, Kimmie, you and Melody had a one-on-one because Tisha, the bone collector, went back and told you the conversation you had with Mel, and you were visibly upset. You did make an accusation that you felt like Melody wants everybody to be a cheater because of what she experienced. Why do you feel that way?
I don't know if it's that she wants people to have cheated, but it's exhausting. It's exhausting.
What's exhausting?
The insinuations.
Over years and years and years of implications and insinuations. Just like in that particular moment that we had the opportunity to talk, I asked her directly, is that what you think? Simply because I'm tired of hearing accusations.
There's been rumors that you had lipstick on your collar.
On my collar?
On your clothing, the morning of your arrest. When you were at Black, you was with Kimmie, and allegedly there's a different shade of lipstick that Kimmie had on.
Where is this alleged information coming from, bro?
She said his lips. So was it his lips or his shirt?
I don't know that he was necessarily talking about what I said. I'm not sure what he's talking about.
I'm saying.
Hey, babe, this is called alleged.
If you ever found out that Maurice was cheating on Kimmie, would you tell Kimmie?
Probably not.
Because y'all not that type of friend?
To be real with you, Kimmy and I have spent minimal time together. So we're not that type of friend. Are we friends? Yeah. Do I consider Kimmie a good person? Absolutely. But it's not like I grew up with her. Kimmie's older than me. We're just not. So no, I'd probably be like, if somebody came to me and said that, I'd probably say, hey, get out my face. What you telling me for?
Well, I'm gonna tell you, if you knew something, I want you to tell me. And I would want you to tell me prior to walking around town implying it.
Can I ask you something? How often have you heard accusations from me about Maurice?
No, and hear me out. This is the thing. You don't say, Kimmie, Maurice cheated. I asked you directly. If it's a thing, it's a thing. Tell me what you got to say. The little underhanded, like those comments, I'm not cool with them ever.
If you look over the years, you haven't heard me make many comments pertaining to you and Maurice at all, or what Maurice is doing or ain't doing. So whenever I brought up the lips, it was because it was a topic of conversation all over social media after the arrest. It was a big topic of conversation.
They make up
so
stuff
I
on social
asked,
media
and I'm
all
not
the
saying it
time.
wasn't made up. I asked the question. I asked questions. That's different. I asked questions about topics that are big in the media at the moment.
I don't care what is popular on social media.
And that's
there
why
was a whole popular social media about whatever you did to your ass. And we didn't sit down every day and talk about whatever bad butt job you got. Nobody talked about that. You said something about me touching Martell. You need to come to meetings with me and Martell. And I sat there and I'm like, all right, bitch, I got you. You know I don't want to touch that man.
It wasn't really that deep for me, Kimmie. It was a key moment.
My point is, I anticipate key moments. I take them on the chin, but when I give them back, then it's a problem. When you decide that it's reasonable for you to talk about whatever it was you heard, it's okay. But when we talk about what we heard, then we're in trouble. We're in trouble
with who?
and we gotta have a meeting with Mel.
We're in trouble. No. That's not true. How could it have been a situation?
There's a gathering session at least once a year.
You gotta have a gathering session.
But why did I say it at first?
We open our hearts and we apologize and we do everything else that we're supposed to do. So then when we want to have a conversation, most of my conversation in that moment was, no, I don't want to talk about that.
And
you don't want to talk about it? I don't want to talk about that.
And guess
I just want to talk about it no more.
Eventually,
and that's not fair.
we talked about
But that's not fair.
At first, let's rewind it. At first, the reason why I said that is because you had made it clear to me that when it came to his ongoing case, you didn't really want to have discussion surrounding that. So I said, again, trying to respect, I said, I ain't talking about that.
Miss Take That, thought she ate, talking about it's exhausting. No, Kimmie, what's exhausting is how you keep capping for men abusive behavior. What's exhausting is how you keep trying to put a woman in the same space as her abuser. What's exhausting is watching you act like Maurice's mama instead of his wife. What's exhausting is you talking about your dried up ass sex life. And what is really exhausting is watching you fight for your life, trying to keep your position right. You know, jealousy and envy can twist the mind into an insatiable beast, clawing for what it cannot possess. A woman so captivating, so effortlessly intoxicating, becomes an obsession. Her presence a drug, her absence a withdrawal that burns. Those who envy her don't just want what she has. They crave to be her, to strip her of her power and wear her skin as their own. Their every thought is poisoned with comparison. Their every move a desperate attempt to outshine a force they can never truly dim. Envy turns admiration into resentment, obsession into madness, watching, mimicking, scheming, until desire warps into destruction. Kimmie the Clown, since you have all that chatter, now it's time for us to get into a girl fight, a viral vendetta. In the neon-lit arena where the warriors collide, no fist, no steel, just fire inside. Keys clatter like blades in the heat of the war. Bloodless but ruthless, they fight to the core. A voice booms loud through the digital haze. You're nothing but pixels, a glitch in the maze. Your skills are a joke, your tactics are weak. I'll crush you so hard, you'll log off in defeat. The screen flickers red as the battle ignites. Spells ring like thunder, swords flash in the night. Dodging and striking, they dance in the fray. Every keystroke, a weapon, a move in the play. You're lagging behind, can't keep up with me. Watch as I shatter your last dignity. Your rank's a mistake, your legacy's dead. I'll bury you here in this cold painted red. But just as the victor begins to declare, a counterattack comes slicing the air. A flawless reversal, a masterful feat, the tide of the battle repainted in paint. The final blow lands, one falls to the dust. Their names fades away in a digital gust. The fight may be virtual, the pain may not sting, but pride was the prize, and the loser lost everything.